please give it up for Julia Demarest.
I'm a data scientist at the National Gallery, and when I tell people about my job, they are usually confused. And they tell me I didn't know museums had data. A fair reaction, because when I was beginning my career with data, people only talked about roles in finance and healthcare as an option, which was disappointing because I love data, but I also love the humanities and wearing my bright colored shoes, and people don't really think of that all as going together. At the National Gallery, we wanted to show how data and art are actually intertwined. So we created these very unofficial data tours of our campus to show students and colleagues how data is hidden behind the art. So today, I want to take you all on that tour. Over the next few minutes, I'll be your tour guide. We'll go through all 25 acres of our campus, and I'll show you a new data-focused perspective on the everyday spaces you see in a museum. So let's start our tour in front of our East Building. We are a free museum. We don't have tickets, and we don't manually count visitors. So how do we track visitation? We use anonymized sensors above our entrances to count visitors on an hourly basis. And if we step into our atrium, you'll see a lot of natural light, which our scientists analyze to understand where to best hang art. We also have these digital paint-and-play screens, which I love, where you can create your own works of art. And this is my paint-and-play masterpiece. You can also play this online, and from these, we can analyze the most popular brush types and see if people prefer to paint like Alma Thomas or Vincent van Gogh, all to help explore creativity. But let's head downstairs to our concourse where we have our food and shops. We've created automated data feeds to understand the best-selling products, including these very cool bug glasses for our latest exhibition, and our popular dog bandanas. We have 3 different restaurant locations here, and we track each of these 60,000 scoops of gelato that we sold last year. We also gather visitor feedback on these spaces for more qualitative data. Using AI, we can process handwritten comment cards and put them into a chatbot so we can easily see that visitors thought the chairs in our Cascade Cafe were too noisy and were impacting their experience. But let's head upstairs now to our West Building and stop for a moment at the storage jar on our left, created by David Drake. Using linked data, we can connect it to the watercolor on the right, which depicts a different Drake jar, which helps improve art research and exploration. And let's pause for a second in our rotunda, great place to take some pictures on the tour. Here we offer free tours every day, and we can analyze survey data from them to better understand how art helps people experience different emotions. And a trip to the National Gallery wouldn't be complete without viewing Ginevra da Vinci, the only Da Vinci on display in the Americas. The front, back, and frame of this are all different data points. Even its conservation notes are data points. And let's head downstairs to that Little Beasts exhibition. Without ticket data, how do we understand who our exhibition visitors are? We randomly survey visitors as they exit the exhibition to understand who we're reaching and if there are gaps. And inside the exhibition, we use those same sensors to track attendance and run predictive attendance modeling to help with staffing. We even count the number of nature journals used to help measure an exhibition's engagement. And stepping across the hall to some of our more decorative objects, we have an amazing imaging team who can use photogrammetry to create 3D models of objects so you can see them in a way you would never get to see when they're on display, like underneath them. And to wrap up our tour, let's cross the street into our sculpture garden where we host ticketed jazz events each summer. We process thousands of ticket transactions in our data lake, which helps us accurately understand attendance and prevent overcrowding. So that brings us to the conclusion of our tour. That was a lot of data. We saw 15 different examples today, but there are so many more we didn't even cover, from digital to marketing to loans. Our tour helps show that data and art are actually interconnected. And I think we should show that more to our colleagues, to the public, to other tech talent who also loves art, because I think it will get them excited about the possibilities, just like it did for me. When I was applying for this job, my manager took me on a tour similar to this, and I got so excited that I sent these text messages to my friends right after, and maybe I said it best, guys, data all related to art, like how amazing is that? Thank you.